Hello, my name is GregTech and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. Now, I have just set up the multi-block farm from forestry last episode, and we just had our first harvest from these crops. Now, I only have 8, but we have gotten... How much is that? 110 red granite dust just from one harvest. So, I mean, I don't even think I need this many redstone lilies because when it harvests, it doesn't go down to the very beginning. Sometimes it drops down to just like one stage or something like that. We'll see it happen in a second. So this one is at growth 3. And if you don't know, the actual, I don't have it on me. It's basically like a number. Like the crop needs 100 points, and every whatever, it just ticks up a certain amount of points. And the more stats you give it, the faster it gains the points, kind of thing. Now, fortunately, the actual farm is pretty slow, as we can see, especially if you start getting into the massive farms. It takes quite a while to get back to harvest it. It probably is checking like all the different blocks, and there it goes. As we can kind of see, it did in rows. So yeah, there we go, and we got 109 from that. So I mean, we are getting a ton of resources from that. Plus we have fertilizer in here, so these are permanently fertilized. The crops over there actually weren't. I wasn't putting fertilizer in there. And they're full of water, and plus these are decent crops. They're 1510, but we can get that, like, what is it, 2331 is the easiest one. I mean, you can do 3131, but it starts getting a bit funny with the weed mechanic. But if we really wanted to, we could do that. But yeah, so there we go. We are getting our red granite dust, and what we're gonna do is turn this into aluminum, basically. This is going to be my aluminum source. We need lots and lots of aluminum going forward with the indium. As we know, it needs 36 aluminum per 1 indium dust is 36 aluminum, and we don't get it all back. So as we can see, we get this lead solution, and we don't get any of it back. So this is going to be our aluminum production. Now, there are other ways to get it, like for example, the bauxite leaf, and that would give us purified aluminum ore. But as we see, we would need like crushed ore to quadruple it, kind of thing, with 9. We can quadruple with our bauxite there. Or I could just create it out of nothing from UU matter, but like, why even worry about that when I can just electrolyze this stuff for alumina? Now, we do have to smelt it with some carbon, but that is not an issue. If we had cryolite, actually carbon, yeah, cryolite's from Twilight Forest. I don't have a source of that, so we're just going to be doing that. And plus we get an extra one from that. Now, with the case of the indium, we are going to have to like pulverize these ingots down, because I don't think there is any way to convert. Oh, we could just send this back through a thing to actually get aluminum dust. I don't know, because that would give us, let me think, it's 2 to 3. So that we're actually losing a bit of thing if I just connect it to, I don't know, I'll have to think about that. It might be easier just to convert it, but then I would have to smelt the aluminum dust, and that's takes quite a bit more energy to smooth this aluminum dust. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about how I want to do this, but I do think I'm gonna do it over here. But the question is, how do I want to? Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I don't. My only concern is if I want to expand this farm. Although I don't need to expand it this way, technically. I could just expand it out. I don't need to have it fully, you know, built on all sides. Because with the EIC2 crop farms or whatever, it is 5 bigger than the normal size. So we could actually have it all the way out here. It would be farming. I don't need to bring it out that far. So I may just... I mean, I don't want to spend like too much time building some platform, because it may be, like I said, it may end up being changed. I think at this point, though, we're not ramping up our production into the millions yet. So I think it'll be fine if I just do this. I would like to stop that water flowing just for... I don't particularly like having water flowing if not necessary. Alright, so how do I want to go about doing this? The other kind of minor issue also, how much... Okay, I do have some. Yeah, this is LUV power going in here. How would I would have to transform it down, so then it starts getting a bit messy. Also, I need to get AE here, which I may actually... Originally, I was going to do what I did in the first world, and that is have cable running underneath the pathways that join everything, but I think we might actually just go with wireless. I don't know, I'll have to think about that. Because I think wireless, although it is pretty helpful, it can get out of control with the power costs pretty fast. I don't know why I just flew back here. I'm still not used to the thing. Yeah, so I think I may... I actually do have extra wireless. If I did, say... from like here... I mean, ideally, I'll probably have this just being piped directly into a controller. But that is not staying there. That controller is temporary there. I'm going to have a whole big room solely for all my controller stuff. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm just kind of curious. Like if I connected... And this is just kind of seeing how much power this uses. So we have... Can't remember what it looks like. It looks like a blue thing, right? Doesn't it? Like linking tool or something it's called. Come on. There we go. No. Connector. There it is. Wireless setup kit. Alright, I wasn't anywhere near close to what it's called. Where did I put it? I put it over here. But I'm kind of thinking... I could have like a central controller, and then we'll just have a whole bunch of these, like, being piped directly into the controller. As opposed to running cables for miles. Question is, how much power is this going to use? Because this can really get out of control. Also, this tooltip is wrong. It says 680 AE. I'm pretty sure that is times 10. So that is actually almost 7,000 just to get that thing to my farm. Well, that seems a bit... that seems a bit ridiculous. Yeah, as we can see, every once in a while it'll. Yeah, I think that's a bit much. Let's do this. Can we see? Yeah, we're using 10,000. Yeah, I think that's for a late game base. That's fine. I think for the time being, it's a bit, it's a bit much. I may bring it a bit closer. Maybe I'll do it to like there. Maybe that's what I'll do. We'll have like our cable going down the center, and then I will connect this just to. Is it even worth it? I mean, are we? Is it worth it to say? I don't know. I kind of like having the cables. I'll have to think about that one. But all right, let me do some, you know, figuring out here, and let me get some the electrolyzer. I think EV probably. I don't think we need to go up higher than EV, and it's relatively easy. Okay, I have set up a little thing over there by the farm, and I don't love it yet, but I think I do think I'm gonna keep all the processing from the farm. Anytime I need some sort of crop or resource from the farm that needs to be processed or something, I think I'm gonna keep it over in this farm. Now I have gone ahead and built out kind of like a little area underneath. It's actually quite a bit deeper than I usually do. I usually do 4. But this was dropping down almost 3 blocks with this stuff. So I've made it pretty big. Now, what I have done, and I don't love this setup yet. It's not, I don't feel like it's like completely the best way to be doing this. I like having it, very organized, and this feels a bit, it feels a bit funny. Now, I think what I'm gonna do, I've set this up, and instead of putting this potassium feldspar stuff, I think I'm actually going to, before I do that, let me unlock it. Put that in. There we go. Unlock that. Now, as you know, if you ever watch my channel, I hate putting infinite resources into the AE system. So I always put it in like drawers or something with like a void. Now, I have set up a void on this because this farm produces like a ton. And I actually don't know if I'm actually going to need this, to be honest. I think this will process it faster than we are producing it, actually. Actually, I know it is. So I probably don't need this one up. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know if this is ideal yet. But what I'm thinking is if we do insert... I want... And so it's a bit... It's kind of funny trying to get used to this interface. Because it's so different than 112. I think we'll do this and this. Now this will be... I'll probably do... Insert... Blue. I think that's what I'll do. So... Extract into here. There is a pump on this side, just an MV pump to deal with the oxygen that I'm not going to save. And then... Guess... Yeah, I'll leave that. I have the output to this side. It's not going to be able to output the feldspar because obviously there is a locked drawer. And then we will do the feldspar into here on brown. Actually, input output, and then extract on blue. I don't need to extract on blue. I need it to go in there. It'll put the alumina in here. And then we'll extract out the feldspar to go in here. I actually only need an insert, because the output is going to be on that side, and it's just going to go directly in there. Alright, so I actually don't even need this. I think that's right. I probably will need a filter, though, on that, because it might... well, maybe not. If I leave that... It does 5 at once. It was a 1, right? Yeah. Maybe if it... It'll never clear out, because it's not... Well, maybe it will. I don't know. Alright, so as we can see, it is dumping the alumina. Is it doing the... Yeah, it's dumping the alumina, but not the potassium and the silicon dioxide. So I'll do that. I need to grab another drawer. I don't have one on me, and unfortunately don't have wireless yet. Oh. Well, it just emptied out. Yeah, so we have the potassium, which I think we're good. So if I do that, it turns that on. I don't know if it's going to put alumina in there, because I don't know if there is actually a thing for... Is there an electrolyzer recipe? Ah, see, there is an electrolyzer recipe. I don't think it will, though, because I'm having it auto output. So the alumina is not even, like, really staying in here. Yeah, as we can see. I don't think... Yeah, I think that's just going to directly go in there. Although... Yeah, I guess I have to put... I wasn't going to put void drawers. I was going to set up... I was just going to have it, like, stop. Like, when the things get full, I was just going to have it stop. And then just void from that, from the farm. Because this needs to empty out always from the farm. Otherwise, this will get clogged up for when I have other things in there. Alright, I do need that. But, I mean, as we can see, this does tear through. I mean, we almost tore through all that granite. And then we will get the thing over here. I did end up breaking down that wireless. That was just a bit, bit crazy at this point. 8,000 EU per tick was a bit crazy for some wireless, just because I didn't want to bring one channel over here. Although that is a decent amount of cable. Not the end of the world. Okay, so I've gone ahead and attached it to the A system with a storage bus, and I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, I might. Well, we're gonna... Eventually, this is, like I said, this is gonna... My indium is gonna be 100% automated, but I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna throw a thing on there, because it'll just go through all that aluminum, and I still need it a little bit. So we're not in desperate need of indium right this second, although we will be coming up here soon, to be honest. We're gonna need quite a bit of aluminum and indium. You know what? I might actually need to get like way more of these things now that I'm thinking about it. Also, this thing just tears through the thing. I really probably don't need that there. But we'll leave it for the time being, because then I can do stuff like this, and I'm not sitting waiting for it to empty out. Alright, but okay, so that is that. Now I do have a couple other things I want to do. I think I want to... Before I start jumping into the quantum circuits, like, I really need to get one. I think we will actually do the advanced stuff, possibly for the assembly line, just because we need so much of this. I do think I want to get a couple more of the things. I do want another bending one. Material press. Yeah, I kind of want another one of these for the forming press, because this is just a bit of a pain trying to do when I need like interfaces and stuff. I'm kind of like manually doing this because I only have one forming press, and the A circuits need that. So I think I'm going to do that. But I guess I wanted to get the mixing machine for a while actually. Should we should I do that one now? I think that maybe be the next one. The material one was super easy though, if I remember. Yeah, like that's all easy stuff. The material press, wasn't it like, it was just like easy stuff. Yeah, Tembaga, titanium, and tantalloy. Now we should have a whole ton of titanium now. Yeah, we have 400 smelted. We got a few more crushed titanium, but now the industrial mixing. Stabaloy we have. Apparently I don't have a press recipe. I did add another, oh, no, we're good. I remember like there was one funny one that I didn't have a high enough voltage. I have added a second input bus for plates because I have filled this up. Look at that. That is 36 recipes, and I am moving on. No, that's Inconel. I thought I doubled up one there for a second. So, alright, I guess let me work towards a couple of these things. I won't show this one. We've done this before. We don't need to see another one. Okay, I've gone ahead and set up another material press. Also, I did hear that would do, yeah. It will, you only need a conveyor, you don't need a robot arm. Probably because it knows the thing. I have noticed that it won't put two stacks of the same thing in. I noticed that over there in the electrolyzer, so maybe that is just a thing, which is actually really cool because that definitely was not a thing in GregTech Community Edition. Alright, so we got our material press. I have 4 of them on here. I think we need more eventually, but for now I'm just do that logic calculation and that one, the engineering. Yeah, because doing this manually, I was crafting up a bunch of interfaces and I was like, nope, I don't want to do this manually anymore. I'm tired of that. All right, cool. Do that. So, the forming press, I'll probably leave the forming press there. Yeah, it's these that they need the forming press, and I think that I'll leave the circuit plates in there. We don't need those for the time being. All right. So logic, calculation, engineering. And then the mica. That just, I guess that doesn't really matter which one that goes in, I guess. I think these don't matter either, actually. Let me just double check. I'm a chipset. Yeah. Redstone chipset. I don't have that one. Yeah, I need to get that. Forming press. Yeah, I think that'll work in there. I'm pretty sure I don't need to split those into a one. I don't think the press mold will mess it up. Let's just double check. And I think I forgot to do... I think I forgot to hit it with the... There we go. Enabled. There it goes. It is so quick. I love it. Also, you may notice I broke down some of my rails. I definitely have plans for these, but aesthetic stuff is going to be the very last thing I do. Well, that is chugging along. It's just barely even like turning on. It's just carrying through those recipes. All right, cool. I am happy with that. Okay, we are back, and I think I'm gonna test this out for the kind of future use here. I think I'm gonna try out a world accelerator. Now I've just done the EV one because they do require a bunch of amps, and that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to... No, I did it again. No! That's a bit annoying. I accidentally destroyed that crop because it wasn't fully grown. That was my bad. I'll create one more. I actually move... Well, let me finish this before I do that. Basically, what I'm thinking is I will put a world accelerator right here. Now, for these crops... Actually, we'll do this. Yeah. So I'm going to do a 4 to 16 amp. No, that's not where it wants to go. It needs to go one up. If we're going to do tile entity mode, it needs to be right adjacent to it. So we'll do this. The bottom will be the thing, and then the 16 amps can come up here. Now, I do actually need to get one of these. Let me move this. I think I have enough room. Yeah, I have 25. There we go. I'll get like maybe one more. Actually, I don't even really need it if I have this world accelerating. I don't know if I'm going to leave this running permanently though. But yeah, so I'll do that, and then I need... Probably go off here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need about 12. Although I do need to kind of come down. I think I have enough. Well, I'll just make a few more. Come on. Why aren't you working? There we go. I think I had like 11. Oh, I actually have plenty. I thought I only had like 11 left. Alright, so again, this is more testing than anything. This is probably not going to be my final, how I have it final, because I don't like having... I like having my cables nice and organized. Yeah, so maybe, yeah, like, I don't like the way that looks, but let's just double check. All right, Ivy, yeah. So like that. Let's throw... There we go. This is all IV. Now, though, no, I don't think it's gonna. I think we should be fine. We're not pulling 4 amps permanently, so it's not going to take all the power. Not that it. I actually don't know. I don't know. We'll see. So, all right, there we go. That should be getting power. Can take the 4 amps. It's taking 1 amp to do the world accelerator. Now, in order for the world accelerator to affect these crops, because as you can see, it's not really doing anything, we need to screwdriver it. So we can see already it's it makes them grow a bit quicker. It basically goes through the growth, the number of growth ticks it needs, or I don't really know how to explain it without just showing it on the crop analyzer. If we do it like here on this, you can see growth points, 22 out of 400, and each stage is its own. Each stage is its own number. So the lower tier crops, it's a lower number, and then so that is now up to 50 out of 400. The glow flower is 225 for the tier 1. That one's 2,000 it needs to do. So basically the tick accelerator just speeds it through it speeds up the growth points, but it also speeds up the amount of fertilizer and water and stuff we're going through. As we can see, it's ticking through it really, really quick. But yeah, that will basically speed up our production here. Now, I already have 2,000 alumina dust. That is pretty cool. I have just gone ahead and thrown the 1 emerald upgrade on these things and avoid, so we don't start, stuff just doesn't get blocked up. But yeah, there we go. Look, we're actually producing more than this can handle now. Well, maybe not. I'll leave it running for a bit. Let's see how much power is going through here. 1 or 2 amps. That's not too bad if I want to really speed up a crop. But that's cool. We will definitely be using this later, especially if we get into bees. These tick accelerators go crazy with bees and crops. But yeah. Anyway, that's going to be for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.